Yo, welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal,
No, I'm Andio.
and we are back to talk about UFC Fight Night Edmonton. This is the final face-off thoughts and predictions for the main card. And before we start, Andio wanted to say something about that last fight with Ayman Zahabi.
Yeah, so the dog of the week, man, Zahabi is the favorite now. So, yeah,
So the odds flipped from him being a dog to being a favorite now against Pedro Munoz. Good to know. All right.
yes.
So we're going to start it off with Mike Malott versus Trevin Giles, the main card, the first fight of the main card here. I'm still picking Mike Malott. Both of these guys are in great, great shape. Trevin Giles looks a little skinnier than he used to be. A little
I,
bit skinnier than he used to be.
I think he was try to fool Mike Malott or something by using some peck wiggling move there, Trevin Giles, you know? It was really weird. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, I didn't notice that,
Yeah.
but definitely did notice his size
To,
though, went
to
down.
show off that fast twitch motion or something.
Okay, okay, but yeah, no, he doesn't look the same. He used to look a little bit bigger. He's still ripped though. Mike Mulatto looks bigger. From the side shot here, you can't see it, but from the front shot, you'll see he's much bigger and much more ripped than Trevin Giles. I like Mike Malott in this one to be the better grappler. His jiu-jitsu is on point. He's really, really good at grappling and wrestling. His striking is good as well. He hits hard. And I think that he's going to be able to get the win over Trevin Giles, who will not have any backup in this fight. And so I got Mike Malott going winning here by KO submission. Again, I think this is going to be a finish as well in this one.
Yeah, even without backup, I suggest Mike Malott get to work early and try to put him away as fast as he can. I don't want to see Mike Malott hanging around in the later rounds, even with Trevin Giles, because we saw what happened with Neil Magny. So, yeah, I expect him to do that, be smart about it, be quick about it, look for that sub, take him down early, and get that sub. So, submission for Mike Malott.
All righty, there you have it. Let's move on up to the next fight. We are in agreement. So now we got Marc-André Barriault versus Dustin Stolfus.
I still got to go with Barrio here. These guys, up for a good time. And I think Barrio's just going to muck it up and just be a little more hurtful to Stolfus than Stolfus is on him. I just hope Stolfus doesn't catch him with like a high kick or something. But Stolfus is kind of slow. And I think he's going to try to get Barrio down. But I think Barrio will fend a lot of those off. Again, Barrio's going to muck it up. He's going to get in close, continuous pressure, get him up against the fence if he has to, and like work in some nice elbows. And I see a beaten up Dustin Stolfus at the end of the fight. Give me Barrio by decision or knockout.
Yeah, both these guys in great shape. Dustin Stolfus, he's pretty ripped though. I gotta say, he's pretty ripped. This guy, but Barriello looks good too. He's ripped. He's a little bit more muscular, a little thicker. They're both around the same size though. I like Barrio to get the win, same for the same reasons as you said. I think he's just a little bit better of a fighter there. He's a little bit tougher than Stolfus. So yeah, I'm sticking with Marc-André Barrio to get the win here. For this one here, I think Marc-André Barrio gets the win by KO or decision. I think he might land something pretty strong, pretty powerful. Land a powerful punch on Stolfus, maybe knock him out, or win a decision if it goes to the judges' scorecards there. So I like Marc-André Barrio in this one. Just a better fighter than Stolfus and fought the better opponents in my opinion, especially losing his last two fights to really good opponents like Joe Pyfer and Chris Curtis. I don't think Stolfus would have beat those guys for sure. I think those guys would have killed Justin Stolfus. All right, let's move on up to the next fight here. We got Kyle Machado versus Brandon Ribeiro. Look at Brandon Ribeiro, man. This guy looks really good, super ripped, in great shape. I'm very surprised though with Kyle Machado, man. He looks good, man. He lost a lot of weight, man. This guy used to be chubby. He used to be a little chubby on the stomach. He was way fatter than now. He lost a lot of weight. So I got to give it to Kyle Machado for losing weight, man. He looks in much better shape than he did before. I don't know if it's going to be to his advantage though. I think Brandon Ribeiro is a little bit thicker and a little bit more muscular and a little bit more ripped. I think he's stronger than Kyle Machado. Yeah, man, I can see Brandon Ribeiro landing something hard on him. You can see how serious he looks here. Looks like he's gonna fuck him up.
He's shocked. He's shocked. That's what I see.
Shocked.
Shocked.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah.
I got Ribeiro winning this one. I think Ribeiro finishes off Kyle Machado, lands something crazy on him, a hard punch, maybe some ground and pound. I think his takedowns is better too with Brandon Ribeiro. He's got better wrestling and grappling than Kyle Machado,
No.
and this is a fact. So I
No.
got Brandon Ribeiro winning by finish. What about you here?
Yeah, I think Ribeiro is petrified of Chow Machado. Like Chow Machado walked up right towards him. You saw Ribeiro almost backing off when he noticed Machado's chin right in his face. Uh, yeah, so that's what I saw out of this face-off. He couldn't believe that he wasn't facing this fat slob, that he saw on tape like a couple of months ago. So I see Machado. Obviously, he's going to have more volume. Obviously, he's going to have better conditioning. And Machado, despite whatever physical gifts he may have to look at, ain't going to help him have more than half a round of gas. So if Machado's careful, Ribeiro's going to tire himself out by himself. So that's really the worry here. I agree that Ribeiro does possess danger. He does go for the kill. He's exciting to watch. And he'll try to get the sub also. And he can get those subs, but I think Machado is a black belt down there also and will have more energy down there. We'll have to just survive the first attempt or two if it gets down there. There's always that early threat by Ribeiro, but the longer this fight goes, more likely Machado's going to win. Ribeiro will not win a decision. Machado's never been finished. He's only lost decisions. I don't think Ribeiro's winning a decision against Machado if it gets that far. So, yeah, I guess this is bet Ribeiro early and Machado late, but Machado can win it early too. They're big guys. So give me Machado by knockout or sub.
Yeah, I think this fight is not going to go the distance, but I also think this fight is not going to last long, and I think Ribeiro is going to land some powerful punches. And if he gets the takedown too, Ribeiro is very slick on the ground too, I find.
So he has skills.
You'll have to be very careful, Machado, if he doesn't want to get taken down by Ribeiro early in this one. While they're still dry, let me tell you, the submission is good for Ribeiro there. So we're in disagreement with this fight here. Let's move on up to the next fight. All right, so we couldn't get the face-offs with, unfortunately, with Jonathan Deniz. He was there by himself because Derek Lewis couldn't make it.
Where's my pick of him by himself?
Yeah, I changed it up because now this one we can actually see the face. The pic that you had before it was his back. So Jonathan Deniz, we can see his face here. I can see Derek Lewis looks a lot bigger, but Jonathan Deniz is in good shape, man. He looks very lean. He's also pretty big. But I like the way Derek Lewis looks here, man. He looks pretty muscular. He lost a lot of weight himself, and both of these guys look pretty good. I'm going to go with Jonathan Deniz still to land something hard on Derek Lewis, maybe knock him out. But like I said, this fight can go either way. Derek Lewis could land something devastating on Jonathan Deniz as well, and put his lights out. So anything can happen in this fight. But I'll go with Jonathan Deniz by knockout.
Yeah, this is 1/900 gambler for me for sure. I'm going to have to stick with Jonathan Deniz. And when I said I think Jonathan Deniz has more power, I meant in a technical sense. Like Lewis has sick power, no doubt about it, but more in a brawler sense. If it's a very technical, like kickboxing battle, Deniz is staying away. Deniz is going to land the harder shot from that perspective in those situations. So yeah, I'm leaning Deniz slightly. Complete 900 gambler fight here. I wouldn't be surprised if Lewis pulls it off somehow. Maybe try a takedown earlier on. I don't know if Deniz would be expecting that too much. I think Deniz's plan is really to stay away, pepper him with shots. Don't try to knock the guy out. Let him walk into a knockout himself if he chooses to come in wildly, after getting clipped a couple times. I think that's part of the plan. So yeah, give me just a much younger guy, and he's not that much smaller than Lewis. But we're gonna have to wait until they step in the cage, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's smaller. I think that they're both pretty big and pretty big guys, both around the same shape there. Like I said, it's a very, very close fight here. It could go either way. We'll take the slight lean on Renato Denise to be a little bit
Slightly.
smarter. I think he'll be a little bit smarter in the cage, make some good moves there, not get clipped by Derek Lewis. He likes to keep his guard up too, keeps his head down, his chin down, which is good. I don't know if that's going to turn into an uppercut by Lewis, but if Renato Denise keeps his chin down and his guard up, he can avoid some of those powerful punches that are straight to the head. Hopefully, Renato Denise can get some counters there and land. I know that if he lands on Derek Lewis, it's going to hurt him because he's a very powerful guy as well. All right, so Renato Denise is the pick, but not very high confidence in it. I'll tell you right now. Like I said, this could go either way. All right, let's move on up to the next fight here. We got Aaron Blanchfield against Thug Rose Namajunas. So I got to go with Thug Rose here. She looks good, man. She's taller than Erin Blanchfield. She looks good. She's in great shape. Erin Blanchfield's a little bit skinnier, but she's also in good shape as well. Yeah, Thug Rose, man, just the veteran, just skilled everywhere. I think Blanchfield will have a hard time taking her down. If she does take her down, I could see Rose getting up quickly, or even reversing it. I like Thug Rose in this fight, man. I just think she's much better than Erin Blanchfield overall. I got her winning by decision.
Really, I don't know why Rose is the underdog in this fight.
I know.
Blanchfield has to have complete success with the way she grapples in order to win this fight, and I think like Rose at the top of her game, I've said it before, is still among the very best. She can pull a high head kick out of nowhere on Blanchfield. It's possible. I don't think Blanchfield's striking is as good, and I don't think her angling is as good. Her footwork's nowhere near as good. If you put it all together, which Rose has done, she could beat almost anybody, and she can definitely beat Blanchfield. And I wasn't one of those that were super hyped on Blanchfield to begin with. I don't know about you, Real Deal, but yeah, if she beats Thug Rose here, it's gonna be a surprise for me, and kudos to her. But I don't think she's gonna. I don't think she's gonna do it here. So give me Rose by decision, probably, or even knockout.
We'll talk about the betting later on in the next video, but only one thing to worry about for Thug Rose is she's got to be careful with Erin Blanchfield's submissions. She is a black belt.
That too, absolutely.
She's got to be careful on the ground there to not fool around too much there and get caught up in a submission. So, but Thug Rose is the pick, man. We're in agreement. Let's move on up to the main event of the evening.
Yeah, so I still got to go with Brandon Moreno here. He laid an egg the last time he fought against the current champion, but I think he's going to step back into form here. I think he likes fighting different guys, so I think he still has the fire, instead of fighting Figgy 4 times in a row. And it's still too early for Albazi, for me, not to come back in terms of the year and a half, which we would be talking about, if it wasn't for the fact that he almost stopped ticking away like a couple months ago. It almost stopped for him. And yeah, just too many question marks, too many red flags. I was going to pick Albazi before I heard about this, because I just thought, if the guy has the greatest wrestling day of his life and great scrambles, he's going to beat a Moreno that's not at the top of his game. But yeah, just too many red flags for me. So I got to go with a better striker, the more well-rounded guy, the guy with better submissions, more experience, fought the better opponents by a landslide. Moreno back to the winning ways. What about you, Real Deal?
Yeah, got to stick with Brandon Moreno here, man. Although I have to say that Amir Albazi, man, looks in fantastic shape. He is ripped beyond ripped. He's got muscles beyond muscles here. Much more ripped and big and in better shape than Brandon Moreno. Brandon Moreno still looks good. He's still in good shape as well, but just the fact that he's shredded to the gills here.
You like those roids,
man. So we'll see how he looks there. I think that Albazi could still be dangerous, but Brandon Moreno, this guy's very, very skilled and much better. So he's going to have to make sure that he keeps the fight the way he likes to at his pace, get the takedowns, land better strikes on Albazi, not let himself get taken down and
get a neck lock.
Yeah, he's got to make sure that he takes advantage of of a guy coming back who hasn't fought in a while, coming off of some serious injuries. So, we don't know how Albazi is going to look out there, but he is still dangerous. He is still undefeated. So,
Look, you're assuming the guy's going to be in tip-top form because the doctors cleared him to go, but you never know.
yeah, you never know, but he does look in fantastic shape, though. So, Brandon Moreno's got to be careful. But the pick is going to be Brandon Moreno to get the win here. I got Brandon Moreno winning this one by, what do I have him by here, Brandon Moreno? By KO or decision. So, I think that's how this fight plays out. Probably going to go to decision since these guys are, flyweights or bantamweights there. It should probably go to a decision. All right, so there you have it, folks. Our final thoughts and predictions for the face-offs here for the main card. Stay tuned for our official bets video coming up next.
And for the algorithm, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Leave a comment for the algorithm, guys. Peace out.